Hello, folks. Will Dorsey Jr. here. My next guest on my podcast, Talk Music Podcast, my friend, a homie of mine named Fred 𝐻𝐾𝐝. Fred 𝐻𝐾𝐝 is a drummer for Powerflo Bullet Boys and his band Dead Groove. Everybody, welcome Fred 𝐻𝐾𝐝. Ladies and gentlemen, I have today Fred 𝐻𝐾𝐝 from Dead Groove, if you can't tell by the shirt that I'm wearing.
There you go.
Also graphic designer of this shirt. Yeah. And he also plays with Bullet Boys. But I'm gonna do a whole nother thing for you anyway. But thank you, Fred, for coming on the show. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, man. How you doing this morning?
Dude, thanks for having me. It's great. Monday, just back at the grind, working and doing our thing.
Yeah. Man, can you tell people how you and I met?
That was definitely 2018, right?
Yeah.
2018. I just joined Powerflo.
Yep.
Powerflo had a record out. Powerflo is Sendog from Cypress Hill, Billy from Biohazard, Christian from Fear Factory. So
Right.
they had some issues with the drummer, and then I went through an audition, and it was the whole trip, right? I nailed the audition. Everything was awesome. There was a bunch of drummers in there.
Oh, wow.
Maybe like 12 drummers.
Dag, really?
Yeah. It was like a big day, right? It was like in West LA, West LA Studios?
Yeah.
It was right there. So it was like every member would bring like, I don't know, 2 or 3 drummers. And then, they gave us 4 songs to learn. They gave us 4 songs, and everybody will show up prepared and all of that, right? So I'm just trying to do like a little story right before I got to meet you, right? How I actually got to meet you.
No, that's great,
Totally.
man. No, please, I want to learn this because
Right?
I want to see how you got into Powerflo, because that's an awesome band too, man. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I was playing in a band that Billy was producing. It was like a rock band, and Billy was a producer. So I started playing with that band, and I got to hang out with Billy for the first time, and then I realized that he has his band, right, Powerflo, and they just released a new record, and they had a drummer. This guy from Brazil. So then I started noticing that they started leaving the drummer on the side, and it was just Sam, Billy, Christian, and Roy, right?
Right.
So then I was like, dude, if you need a drummer, if you're in need of a drummer, let me know. I just happened to be getting all, my green card and all my stuff here.
Okay.
So I was like, dude, I'm ready. You know what I mean? So he's like, dude, actually, yeah, we're gonna put an audition together. And if you want to be part of it, sure. So I was like, please sign me in. And then they sent us the song, and then they were actually on tour with Prong.
Oh, okay.
That was like 2017, late 2017.
Right.
And they were doing a tour with Prong, and they already had a drummer that was subbing. I don't know if you know Pepe Clark.
I don't. No, I don't.
He plays for a band called King. He's from Texas. He's a really great drummer, super heavy hitter. It's like unbelievable. You see that guy playing, and his sticks are like bigger than 2B, and he's just so loud that it's like, whoa, this guy is badass.
Right.
So Powerflo, I already had some things lined up. Like they were trying to wrap up their record, so they had a tour with Life of Agony here West Coast, and then we were doing some East Coast stuff with Sick of It All. It was a cool tour,
man.
And then that was rad. Woo. And then we had the European tour, right? And the European tour was like, we were playing all these festivals because Body Count was hooking us up with all this stuff. They were like, we want Powerflo, and we were able to get on all these festivals like Grass Pub and Full Force in Germany. Remember, it was a really cool run.
Yeah.
So that's how I got to meet you when we were I think we were playing Budapest, right?
Yes. That's the show, man. That's where I finally, like honestly got to watch you guys, and especially you, but I mean, you're already cool with me and everything, like even before that. But that show, you guys killed it, man,
That was it was like a sold out Budapest Park, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That was an awesome show. And I remember, we were just nerding on drums and and talking about cymbals and gear, you know what I mean? I was looking into really trying to get into Paiste, and I was like, dude, help me out.
You're right. But dude, man, oh man, I love that, like we're that we were both drummers and we really got to nerd out. Like, I mean, I could go on for hours talking about drums or whatever. And I still talk to you about drums, so
I love it.
It's cool, man.
Visit us on www.talkmusicpodcast.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Download our podcast on Apple, Google, Amazon, and Spotify.